What's up guys, Dylan here, and welcome to day 7 of Advent of Code 2020 in Python. If you find the solution helpful, please drop a like down below, subscribe for more, and leave any questions you have down in the comments. So let's get into it. Alrighty, day 7 here, handy haversacks, luggage processing, regulations, rules. So light bag contain, so okay, so it looks like we have bags containing other bags. If we have a shiny gold bag, we want to carry it in at least one other bag. How many different bag colors would be valid for the outermost bag? Okay, so we see bright white and muted yellow can both hold shiny gold bags, and then dark orange holds white and yellow, so therefore dark orange also holds shiny gold, and light red also holds bright white and yellow, therefore it also holds shiny gold. So then 4 bags total. Okay, so I think we're just gonna have to look through and find how many bags hold our gold bag. So let's go ahead and copy our puzzle input for the day. Oops, Control V, and save that. Okay, and we'll start with the usual with open input 7.txt as file. Data is going to equal file.readLines, and data once again will equal, just get rid of those new line characters, line dot strip for line in data. So if we go ahead and say for line in data print line, so you can see, so here's all of the rules. So basically what I'm thinking we should do here is we should create a recursive function, and what this function will do is it will take in a color that we want to know how many, that it'll just take in a color that we want to know the number of bags that will hold it. And then so we're going to search through all the data and find the lines containing the name of that color, so we narrow things down. And then if then we have to sort out the bags, the name of the bag that contains that color. And we'll have to do that over and over and over again until it hits the end. We find a bag that doesn't contain anything else. So I think our recursive function will go fine for this. So let's just say def get. This one seems like it might be a little challenging, so we're going to just talk it out here. So we'll take in a color, and the first thing we can do is, so lines are going to equal, and these will be the lines that have the color. So line for line in data if color in line. And if we say here for line in lines, print line, nothing. Let's go ahead and call our function get num bags, and our color was shiny gold. Okay, so here's all the rules involving shiny gold, for example. But I see we've also included where the rule that shiny gold contains other self, but shiny gold doesn't contain itself, so we'll just add another condition here to the if statement, and line.index color. And so what this will do is it will return the first index in the string that the color shows up. So I'll show, for example, here if we have the string AB, ABC, or so S is equal to A space BC, and we say print index, print S.index BC, then the answer should be 2. Yes, because it's the index of the beginning of the string. Okay. And so line.index will print the index containing the first index containing this color, so the beginning of this substring, so 0. So we're just going to say if that's not equal to 0. So basically, it's not, the color isn't at the very beginning. So if we print that again, okay, so you can see here we've gotten rid of the gold there. So now, let's just see here. So if we say, and the other thing we have to think about is, for example, a red bag might contain blue bags, and a green bag might also contain blue bags. Basically, we want to avoid duplicates. So I think we can keep track of the colors in a list. So we're just going to say all the colors that we found, and this will be tricky because it's recursive. But let's just start here. So if all colors is equal to the list. So here are the list of colors that we found, and this will not complete duplicates. So, and then we'll say if the length of lines is equal to 0. So this is basically like length of lines will be equal to 0 if, so say for example our color is red and no other bags hold a red bag, then the length of lines would be 0. So in that case, no colors hold our bag, so return an empty list. Okay, so now for the recursive part, I think we need to pick out these colors from the beginning. Because, for example, see shiny gold is here, so this color holds shiny gold. So we need to know what this color is. And you can see here what they all have in common is they all come right before the substring space bags. Okay, so if we say colors that hold shiny gold are equal to line, so we'll take the line and we're gonna take a substring splice of that, and we want just up to line.index. So let's get the index of the bags substring, so space bags. So that should just give us right up the faded aqua for line in lines. And let's test that out for color in colors, print color. What the hell? And I see the issue here. We did line, so we just want line with no S at the end. Okay, that's a little more what we are expecting. Okay, so there. Now, what we need to do is we need to find the amount of bags that hold this color and the amount of bags that hold this color, and so on. So here's where the recursive part will come in. And we only need to check those colors if they haven't already been found. So I don't know how we're going to keep track of that, but we can say colors, because ultimately any color that's in this colors list we're going to check. So we're just going to say color for color in colors if color not in all colors. So all colors will keep track of the colors we've checked. And we only need to check colors that have not been checked before. And then we will say for color and colors. So for color and colors, well, we know we just verified that this color is not in all colors yet. So we'll say all colors dot append color. And then we can't use colors again, so we'll say, because remember this is going to be where the recursive call comes in. So this function is going to return a list. So bags is going to be a list of bags that contain this particular color, and that's going to be equal to get the number of bags for the color. So this will find all the colors that hold this bag, and so on until it finds a color that can't be held by any bags. So that's going to be a list, and then we want to say okay, so then get num bags is going to return a list of bags that hold a particular color, and let's just say all colors is going to so plus equals back. So we're just going to add those colors. And now there may be duplicates, so we have to check for duplicates. So we'll say, this is getting out of hand with the variables, but unique colors is equal to a blank list, and for color, then all colors if color not in unique colors. Unique colors dot append color. So basically what this does is we had a all colors is the list of unique colors before we test more, and then we test, for example, the color red, and it returns a list of bags that hold red. So we need to merge our unique colors from before with the colors that hold red with no duplicates. So that's what that does. So right here we have our colors from before. Here are the colors that hold red. Let's merge them together and get rid of the duplicates. And then I think if we just return unique colors, so here are all the unique colors that hold a particular bag, so that at the very top level, colors is equal, so this is the list of all colors that hold shiny gold. And so let's print the length of the colors. 355. Let's go ahead and try that out here. Fingers crossed, right? I mean, how often does it actually work on the first try? And okay, I guess that works, merging them together. So let's go ahead and head to part 2. All right, so it's getting expensive to fly these days. Consider your shiny gold bag, and it contains these bags. So a shiny gold bag must contain a dark olive bag and the 7 bags within it. Okay, so we have all the rules. So shiny gold contains 2 dark red bags. So now, and those dark red bags contain 2 orange bags each. And then those contain bags, and then those contain bags. So at the end of the day, 1 bag plus 1 times 7 . Okay. All right, looks like we're going to be looking at another recursive function. So starting out here, let's just label our part 2, and let's start by defining get bag count. And once again, we'll take in a color. And now it's going to be recursive, so we need to get the rule for each color each time. So for example, this time we want only the line. Last time we got rid of the line that said shiny gold holds blah blah blah, but now we only want that line. So let's say rule is equal to a blank line. And then we'll say for line in data, if line.index color is equal to 0. So if it's at the beginning, then let us say that rule is equal to line. And then if we print rule, let's see what we get back from that. So that'll be our basic building block. So we have, let's call get bag count shiny gold. Substring not found. Okay, I think we can just use this. Oh, I know what it does, because shiny gold isn't in every single string. So, okay, let's just say the method that we used before. If line dot index space bags is equal to color. Okay, I think this should work. Okay, okay, there we go. Shiny gold bags contain 4 blah, 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 blah. So now we need to get this information out. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to chop the rule to get only this substring. So we have contain here. So then if we say okay, we're all over the place. Rule is equal to rule. And then we want rule.index contain the end. And what does this give us? I don't think this will work quite yet. Okay, so we need to, okay, so that gave us right of the index to contain. So if we add, let's see what happens. We'll contain 7 letters long. So if we add 7, I think we have a leading space. Okay, let's add 8. All right, good. So now, and then if we split that up, I think that'll be convenient. Okay. And so this block is 4, this block is 4 long, this block is 4 long. Okay, so each color of the rule is 4 long. So then we can say, let's just have a counter I is equal to 0. And while I is less than the length of the rule, which is now a list, we'll say the count is equal to the rule 0. So that gets this number. So we have 4. And then the color is equal to the rule 1 plus a space plus the rule 2. So that gives us clear space magenta. And then this bags, it does not matter. And then at the end, we want to increment I plus equals 4. So we're going to check this block. And then at the end, plus equals 4. So then it checks, starts back over and checks this block here. And I think we want I plus 1 and I plus 2, so that shifts. And then we need to keep track of the total among all the colors. So each color will add their amount that they hold to the total. So total plus equals, and then we're digging in, here's the recursive part, get bag count of color. And I know we already used color up here, but that'll get reused down to here. So that'll reset to the scope here. So, and then at the end, when we've done all the colors, return total plus 1. And we add 1 because we have to count the top level of bag, I think. That's just a guess, because in their equation here they say plus 1. And then, since this is a recursive function, we need the base case. So then we know the end of the line is when the rule contains no. So this color contains no other bag. So if no is in the string. So we say if no in rule return, and it's going to be multiplied. So instead of returning 0, we're going to return 1. Okay, and then down here, this should be count times. Good. So this will be, so for example, like a gold bag will hold 4 clear magenta bags. So 4, and then each magenta bag might hold like 2 more bags. So in total, 1 gold bag is holding 8 bags from the magenta here. So, okay. Let's just see what this gets us. So count is equal to, and then print count. Okay, and we forgot to convert our count to an int up here once we took it from the rule. And if we run that 5313, let's try that. Answer's too high. Okay, so I have a guess that we accidentally counted the original gold bag with an additional +1. So if we try 5312, okay, we have to wait a moment. Okay, so looking at the code, I cannot really figure out what's going on, but I have the feeling here that we accidentally counted 1 extra bag for like our original shiny gold bag, because the shiny gold bag isn't holding itself. So I'm just gonna take a guess, and if we run this again, so that would be 5312. Okay, and there's the answer. All right, guys, so that does it for day 7 of Advent of Code. Today was a little bit tougher. So if you have any questions, drop them down into the comments below, and I'll make sure to answer them the best that I can. So see you tomorrow for day 8.